Hey guys, this is Avery. How are you doing today? This is my first YouTube live. So I'm going to give you a little quick uh we're going to test this and see how it goes because I have not done this before. So we're going to do a YouTube live right now on a baby lock. And I'm going to show you how to quilt a panel. I'd already started it, so I'm going to pop this to my quilt panel, which I think is just lovely. We're going to use this machine right here. Okay. We're going to go here. One second. Put my little light on. We're going to show you guys and ladies how to take, and I'm going to zoom in on these seashells, okay? We're going to show you how to take and scan a picture so that you can do an outline around an item and throw stitches in it, okay? With that being said, you can also edge to edge quilt with your embroidery hoop. As you can see, I did it here and I embroidered all the way through to edge with that. So I'm going to do a little quick demo on how to get this set up, and I'm going to place it in the hoop. We're going to digitize or either outline quilt the starfish and scallops and shells. Okay, so what you want to do is take your fabric. Here's your panel. Here's your batting, and I have a backing. So I made a sandwich. We're going to place this in my hoop. I have a really large hoop. And I want to place this so that I can do multiple pieces in one hooping. I'm gonna place it in a hoop. I'm gonna clamp my hoop down to make it taut. I'm gonna put this on my machine. As you can see, I'm hooped. All right. I will be able to do this scallop, this one, and this starfish, and this one. We're gonna go to our machine. We're gonna place this on a hoop, on the hoop on our machine. I have just regular embroidery bobbin weight thread in my bobbin, pre-wound. I have a nice glide thread on the top of my machine. It is a yellow whisper. It's a very faint yellow. We're going to put this right into the machine. I'm going to try to have it where the hoop and the screen is in front of you, ladies and guys. When you turn your machine on, it's going to give you sewing, embroidery, and IQ. We're going to go to IQ because we're going to take the image from the hoop and bring it onto the screen. We're going to go to that little fern. We're going to go to scan, image scan. We're going to hit scan, and it's all, you just follow your instructions. And by the way, I'm Avery. We're at Fabric Hut here, located in Norfolk, Virginia. And what it's doing here, guys, is taking the camera, it's scanning the hoop. So all the images of that hoop is going to now go to the screen. If you like us, guys, what I'm going to try to do is do YouTubes more and more, and I'm learning how to do this, linking it to Facebook and other social media. So bear with me. If anyone has tips, I love some tips because I'm 59 and I'm learning the social media on other platforms other than Facebook. I've been a Facebook member for a long time. All right. So we've done all the work on this side of the machine. So now we have to concentrate on the screen. Okay. So I'm going to zoom in, and what was in my hoop, ladies and guys, I'm so sorry, very sensitive, is now in my screen. Now, there is a stylus that comes with the machine. I'm going to use this stylus, and I'm going to sit Kali Wonk on this so that I can see and you can see because I got to be able to draw, and I'm gonna try to take that glare out. There we go. So now there's another glare, and that's something. Let's do it this way. That light is right in the way. Let's see if I can maneuver this. All right. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go up higher, and then go down a little bit. Then you can see there the glare is gone. Okay. So what I want to do now is I want to darken this image. I'm going to go here. See how that darkens the image? This gives me more clarity when I want to draw around something. So I don't want to darken it to the point where I can't see where I'm drawing, but I want to darken it so I have crisp edges of my scan item. Okay. And please share this with us, with other friends and stuff, because I am trying to build my YouTube up. I have my own personal YouTube, Avery Quarles, and then Fabric Hut has theirs, and so I'm trying to link them all together. Now, I want to be able to draw around this scallop and this starfish. So I want to go to my 100%. This is my drawing pad right here. I'm going to go 200%. I'm going to hit my hand. I'm going to move my design around. I'm going to just check and see where I want to start drawing. This one is out of my picture frame, so I won't be able to draw anything but a half of a scallop. So I'm going to only draw around what I want, okay? And what I can. So I'm going to draw around this scallop. Let's see what 400% does. And 400% gives me really nice clarity. I can see my picture. I can now choose my drawing pad right here. I'm going to choose straight stitch. I could choose a triple stitch, a decorative candle wicking. I can do chain, blanket. I can do blind stitch. There is also more fancier stitches that you can do. You can also have custom ones as well. Okay, so there's custom ones built in as well. And I'm just going to go to straight stitch because I want to make this a quilt effect. I'm going to go to red thread or red drawing, and I'm going to start drawing around my scallop. If I draw crazy like this, I don't like it. I can hit undo, okay? But I'm going to draw. I'm going to keep my pen on my scallop as I draw. And previously, I did this on Facebook. If you get a chance, go to Fabric Hut Facebook page. See, I moved it with my finger. I'm going to hit undo. And I have to be careful. I also use a mouse because there's a mouse plug-in. This keeps me from having to touch my screen. My pinky touch the screen and move my drawing page. So I'm gonna touch here. And as I was saying, I do have previous videos of this work in progress. I'm going to be doing this time to time, but I wanted to give it a YouTube try this time. Okay, and I'm gonna draw some lines in here to draw some details of the scallop. The more lines you draw, the more you have details and character of your scallop. Doesn't have to be perfect, guys. See how I touch the screen again? Mm-hmm. My thumb, my finger, my little pinky is in the way. I'm gonna draw some more. All right. So I just got a little detail there going through. I'm gonna do another one right here. Okay, and then I'm gonna pan down to find my other item that I want to draw around. This is too big for me to put into the screen, so I'm gonna go 200%, and now I can see what I can draw and what I want to draw around, and I'm just gonna draw right around my starfish. And then what I like to do, guys, is I want to take my box, just like I have on a computer. I can draw a box around this scallop or this starfish, and it allows me to select that group, and then I can copy it. Now I have two starfish drawings. I'm going to hit size, and I'm going to put a little smaller starfish outline within my starfish. I can also copy and paste and do another one. Copy and paste and do another one. What that would do, guys, it gives me an echo effect. So if I wanted to make that starfish have echo quilting around inside, I can do that with detail by drawing my first original starfish, selecting it, copying it, sizing it, and then copy paste size, and I can put as many of those inside of that or outside of that as I want. Okay, so now we're going to do one more. We're going to go to my hand, and I'm going to scroll up. I'm going to do this scallop. Notice that I don't have anything else in my screen other than this starfish I'm going to do. I'm going to zoom in so I can see that scallop better. There we go. And now I'm going to do draw. And I'm going to leave that alone there. So I'll do a little line here, a little line here. And whatever I draw is where it's going to stitch because I'm digitizing as I'm drawing. It is automatically going, in my next step, it will automatically go into that digitizing. It will just take my drawing into stitch mode or put stitches in my drawing lines. And it doesn't have to be perfect. It's just fun outline quilting. Some will say, well, that's better than what we do with our free motion. We're going to go 200%. I'm going to see if there's anything else I want to draw. And right now, I don't have anything else that I want to draw right now. Oops, there's one more. Hello, I got it right here. I'm going to draw here. I'm going to let y'all see this stitch. And if you have not joined us on our webpage, fabrichut.com is our webpage. We also are on Facebook. We do live Facebook all the time. I will be back at 1 o'clock today. Every Thursday, I do a 1 o'clock show. And today, we're going to get you started with a sew along Bargello quilt. So if you haven't seen anything, join us on Facebook at 1. Okay. And I'm going to check and see what I have. So everything that I want to stitch and draw is already taken care of. Now, I can also draw around ocean, and then I can pour in a backfill if I want to. I can show that at a different time. But let's go ahead and take what I drew into stitches. We're going to hit next, and everything I've drew here is now set at a default of 0.8. That's my stitch length. I can also change my stitch. If I don't want this stitch, I want to choose a different stitch, a heavier stitch. I can do that. I don't care about color. Color is just so that I can see what I drew. I'm going to hit set because I don't want to change anything. I'm going to hit OK. And now it's taking everything I drew in my screen onto into stitching. All right. If I like what I see, I hit embroidery. And only thing I have to do now is I'm going to take you from the screen to the machine hoop, and we're going to hit start and let it sew its outline. And that's how easy it is to hook in your hoop with your IQ, which can be done with several machines that we sell brand new. But the scanning capability is done with this machine because it has a built-in camera. It takes about 4 minutes. We're going to let that stitch a little bit so y'all guys can see. And if you are liking this, share with others, like I said, and then that will give me more to come back on and do more YouTube beats free. I mean, on the live. Isn't that cool? And what it's doing now, I'm going to zoom in, is it's doing the outline and it's doing my little detail stitching that I've done inside. I think it's pretty darn cool. It's so fun because you can do all your panels and your quilts all in the hoop. And if you're, like I said, if you're a little nervous about free motion quilting, you can draw within the screen. And I'm gonna slide right here. What this machine does is when you're doing the outlines, it cuts the thread between each jump so you have a clean top. And all that you have to do is bury your stitches on the bottom. You just bury them right into the sandwich. Just touching that right there so you can see better. And if you have any questions, you can call us at 757-588-1300. And it's about 3 more minutes for it to finish stitching because the more detail I drew in here, the more longer it takes. I could just do an outline and it's a quick stitch. It's less than 2,400 stitches. When you go to the screen, it shows you everything you're doing on the machine right there. There's your little crosshair. And that's what I created by drawing around my outlines on a whim real quickly. I think it's pretty cool. I love doing this kind of stuff. And then while that's stitching, I'll show you something else that's really cool. Because the machine has capability of drawing shapes, you can draw shapes inside a blank page and pour in outline patterns and fill patterns to create something nice as this as a garden flag. Okay, so there is so much you can do with the drawing pad or the IQ. It's called IQ Designer, and you can create fun stuff. You can also do edge to edge stippling on a border, and you won't be able to see where you hooped and unhooped and hooped and unhooped. Okay, the bigger the hoop, the easier it is. You see that edge to edge stippling done all on the embroidery hoop. You can also do quilt blocks with different patterns throughout your blocks. It is amazing what you can do with a machine like this. It is unbelievable. Isn't that cool? So that's just some of the things we do. When it's almost done, we have about 300 stitches to do left, and that's going to be the details of that scallop. And then I'll show you how it looks. So while that's stitching, so on the panel, ladies, what I'm going to do, and guys, I'm going to start. I'm going to take segments of each part of this panel and draw and stitch and create. I want to just do it all in the hoop just to be fun. I have more drawing around here. I'm going to show this at the end one day when it's finished. Not one day, but when it's finished, I'm going to show you all the details to this. But if you look on the back side of the quilting, this is the back of your quilt. Isn't that pretty cool? And the only thing you have to do is just sink your threads. You just sink them in the sandwich. But it's all quilted on the back. Pretty amazing, huh? And it's done. And it zeroes out. It smiles at you that you know you finish. You have 0 stitches up there. And this is what you drew. You're just going to delete and you're going to redraw when you want to add more hoopings or more um, um, elements of stitch elements to to your outfit or your garment or your quilt, whatever you might want. Okay, it is all up to you. We're going to move this over here so that you guys can see the details of this finished, and you see how quick this was. You can have your kids, your grandkids, your nephew, your nieces. You know, somebody who wants to learn how to do a little embroidery. Well, it's something they can do for you. You know, but let's pop this out of the hoop. I think I was going to say, let's poop this out of the hoop. Let's pop this out of the hoop. And you can see how large this hoop is. It is 16 by, ooh, it's a big one. 14, it's a huge hoop. All right. So look at the details of what I did. And like I said, if I'm skewed a little bit, it doesn't matter. It's just me having fun with the panel. This is a great way to learn your IQ. And what you want to do when you're drawing, just make sure if you don't want it on the outside, then go inside a little bit. But see how fun that is? I gave it some texture and some detail. But that is all stippled for me. I'll stipple all outlined for me, and I didn't do a lot of work. I just sat here happily drawing and talking to you ladies and guys this morning. And then this right here I did right yesterday, and you can find that on our Facebook page of me showing you how to do that. All right, and I'm going to do more. I'm going to pop up once in a while and just show extra little tidbits of how to do IQ. And then let's do this so you can see who's talking. Hello. All right. So, guys, until then, come back and see us again. And I'm Avery at fabrichut.com and Fabric Hut. And we're located in Norfolk, Virginia. Our phone number is 757 588 1300. Thank you. Bye. Let's see how. All right.